Hi neighbors, it's Diane here with some more Sun River shenanigans that I reckon so far. It's the end of the first week of January. Merle Haggard said if we make it through December we'll be fine. Well, we made it and we're fine. And it's time to get back to some more sewing shenanigans. I want to show you what I've been working on lately. I have a lot of tiny scraps of fabric that are too small for most things, and I've been making them into quilt squares. What I have here is a basket full of fabric scraps, and I've got a lot, as you can see. So what I've done to start, I've cut out a 10 by 10 square, a little pile of them here. This is just plain cotton fabric, kind of like you'd find in a white cotton sheet. I choose one to fit on the corner. My turtle. See how that is on the corner there? And I'll pin it. And that's our starting point. Now, just like that. And pin it. And when we stitch, I'm going to stitch here, and then it'll fold over this way, okay? Let's just, okay. And that's what we have. So now, all the way from side to side, okay? So we lay it down on there, like that. And I'll pin it in place, okay? Now if we turn it over like that, you can see where you can trim along the edges here. Okay, isn't that pretty? You just continue that way. You don't want to cut it before you stitch it because you might get surprised and it won't quite fit. It's better to do your stitching and then trim it after. Even if you didn't have some plain white fabric for the back, you could just use whatever you have a lot of that you don't really care about, because it won't show when you're done. What I want to do is have about a 2-inch strip between each square. It's about 2 inches. What do you think? I like it. I like it. But when I'm done with the squares and I get the blue, which I probably will use the blue, when I get that sewn on, I'll come back and show you what that looks like. I wanted to show you how things are coming with my Scrappy Squares quilt I've been working on. I started sewing the squares into strips, and I have 4 strips done so far, and it's looking really pretty. Hi neighbors. Here I am still working on my Scrappy quilt. I got the top all done. All right, I've been trying to pick out something for the back of my quilt, and I really didn't want to buy something new. I want to use something I have, and I've settled on this piece. So it's got a little bit of light blue in it. I just think I like the way it looks along the edge. The quilt is 65 by 90, and this piece is 100 inches long and 45 inches wide. So I tried to calculate that, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it in half so I have two 50-inch long pieces, and I'm going to make a square that'll cover most of the back, and then I may need to find something else to add to the outside of it, if that makes sense. For the border, the binding along the outside edge, and this will be most of the back. So I think that's really pretty, and I have quite a bit of it. So I'm gonna cut it and sew it together so it's more of a square, and we'll go from there. All right, I folded this big piece in half. This is the fold. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right along there so I'll have two pieces. They're a little bit shorter to work with. Okay, see, now I have two pieces that are not quite so long, so I'll be able to work with them. And I'm going to sew them, put the right sides together here, and I'll sew them together so, well, not like that, but I'll sew them together this way so I have more of a square. Okay, I have it all laid out here on my dining room table, and my next thing, I'll start here at the center, and I'm going to safety pin it together to hold everything in place so I can start quilting it. Okay, I have it all safety pinned together. Next step will be to quilt it. I haven't decided for sure what I want to do. I think I might make an X at each of these junctions here for starters, and then maybe I'll just tie it in the middle. I don't know. Think about that some more. Okay. After I got it all safety pinned together, then what I'm doing, I decided to stitch across each square. So what I'm doing is laying this down and drawing a line with the chalk right across. That's my stitching line. I have one drawn here already that I've been working on, and I'm just going along like this. I don't have a quilting frame or a special quilting needle, but I'm just going to continue like this on all the squares. And this, let's see, where's one I already did? This one right here, so it makes a nice little X there, and it'll be that way all through the quilt. It's take a while to work on, and this is the table where we eat all our meals, so I'll have to put it away, but you know, I'll get it out when I have time and work on it, and Dayton's gonna help me too with some of the stitching, and we'll just keep going. It's fun and relaxing, and I'll keep you posted as I'll keep you posted to my progress so you can see how it's coming along. Diane here at I Reckon So Farm. I've got my Scrappy Quilt out again, and we have family visiting. Dayton, you know, Dayton is here, and her sister Lucy, and my daughter Kristen, their mom. So I thought this is a perfect time to have a quilting bee. Woo! I'm working on quilting this and getting all those little stitches, and these guys are going to help me. The final stitches.
Here we are. We have the old lady and the young lady doing the final stitches on the Scrappy Quilt. They've been working on it all morning again. Just having a wonderful time. Working. Okay, here it is. I finally finished the Scrappy Quilt. It's on the bed. I want to share it with you and see what you think. Now, I know the pillowcases don't match, but I made those last year and I think they're pretty, so I thought I'd show them off a little bit. It's the magic pillowcase pattern. But here it is, all stitched up with the help of my ladies in my family. I think it's pretty. It was really fun to make. I made it to sell at our craft fairs that we're having every month, but kind of got attached to it now. I don't know if anybody would really want to buy it, but it is for sale, so we'll take it to our next craft fair and see if anyone's interested. Thanks for joining me on my Scrappy Quilt journey. It was a lot of fun.